What's going on, everyone? June with the Sushi Man here, and I would like to welcome you to my official introduction video. And yes, this is actually the first time I'm putting myself in front of the camera. I've been thinking about making this video for a while and thought, why not make it the last video of the year, so that I can also thank you for your continued support throughout this entire year. So in this video, I'm going to share a little bit about myself, how the Sushi Man channel came about, and some exciting things I have planned for the future. So without further ado, let's get right into it. To start off, a little background about myself. My name is June, and I'm a Japanese American born and raised in the United States, Colorado to be exact. My parents owned a Japanese restaurant ever since I was a little kid, which is where I originally started to learn my culinary skills. It was a hibachi restaurant with a small sushi bar, so I actually learned how to cook teppanyaki before my dad taught me how to make sushi. Fast forward to after college, I had an opportunity to move to Japan and become an English teacher through what's called the JET program, which was one of the best experiences of my life. During this time, I got to travel all around the country and truly experience the people, culture, and the best part, the food. And then after about 2 years, I decided to come back home, and with my newfound inspiration, I decided to start my own business, which leads us into how the Sushi Man came about. Taking my knowledge in sushi, or more so the food industry in general, and also my experiences living in Japan, I decided to open a catering company where we specialize in making sushi live, on site, so that we can offer the freshest quality to our clients and customers. What started as a one-man operation, just me, rolling solo, like literally, evolved into a team of sushi chefs, some whom I trained from square one. And over the years, we catered just about everything you can imagine. Massive private parties with 500 plus guests, VIP lounges at NBA games, college football concessions, and also partnered with corporate dining services all throughout the state. We ran the business for nearly a decade, and then the pandemic hit. Now, you think about an industry that was hit hard. Catering was rough to say the least. I mean, obviously you know, but nobody could get together. So that meant all our events were canceled. Private, corporate, everything pretty much. 90% of our business, poof, just like that. So that's when we had to get a little more creative. We started to offer in-home sushi making kits, basically a take-home version of the sushi classes we used to offer. Came with all the ingredients prepped and ready to go. And that's when I created my first video and posted it up on YouTube so that our customers who bought the sushi kit can follow along and make sushi at home. I mean, if you watch that video, I literally start by saying, thanks for purchasing our sushi kits. And then fast forward however long, that video goes viral. And I didn't even know about it until way later since we were too busy trying to survive the pandemic, which we did. But by that time, I was so exhausted and burnt out from the business that I needed a change. And anyone that's in or has been in the food industry will know, but it is one hell of a tough industry, and a lot of times it doesn't get the credit that it deserves. And I've been in it for pretty much all my working life. So we made a tough decision to close the catering business. Then soon after, I was fortunate to be approached by a publishing company with a book proposal and took that as an opportunity to start teaching sushi at a larger scale, which ultimately encouraged me to shift our focus to digital and online media platforms like YouTube. And that, in a nutshell, is how the Sushi Man YouTube channel started. Now, in case you were wondering how the name of the company came about in the first place, honestly, there wasn't too much thought into it. I wanted a simple and easy name that everyone could remember. And I did what everyone else does first. Check the domain. And thesushiman.com was available. So just kind of went with it. Plus, thesushiguy.com was already taken, so. Alright, enough of the past. Now let's talk about some exciting things about the future. So if you watched some of my recent videos, you probably heard me talk about this, but I'm planning on creating an online sushi course that basically teaches you everything you need to know about how to make sushi. I've received a lot of interest in this, which thank you all for the feedback, and I plan to start working on it at the beginning of the year. Also, I've been slowly working on revamping the sushiman.com website so that it can be an all-encompassing platform for everything that we're doing. It'll include all the recipes from my channel, tips and resources, products, a lot on Japanese culture, sake. I mean, everything will be on there, eventually. Honestly, I just haven't had the time to work on it as much as I would like. But that is something that's going to be at the top of my list, along with the online course starting this new year. Now, with that said, in order to work on these new projects, I'm going to have to take a tiny step back from my YouTube channel for a bit, which doesn't mean I'm going to stop uploading videos, but probably a little less. And I might start creating new types of videos as well. One of the reasons why I wanted to start showing my face in front of the camera is because there are a lot of video ideas that I have that just won't work unless I'm talking to you. Hand gestures can only go so far, you know. For example, I wanted to show you guys how I started the YouTube channel, like the physical setup, equipment, and all of that. More so for those out there that may be thinking about creating your own YouTube channel. I mean, I literally started with just an iPhone and a $10 adjustable camera arm. That's it. So let me know in the comments below if that may be something you're interested in. I would love to share my path as a content creator and what I've learned throughout the years. And I know it sounds cliche, but if I can do it, so can you. Alright, this video ended up a little longer than I expected, but if you're still here, well, I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate the support you guys have given me, and I hope you're looking forward to the exciting things I have planned in the future, just as much as I am. Happy New Year, everyone, and cheers to a healthy, happy, and prosperous 2025. Till the next time, kanpai!